It's a losing game, but it ain't my fault. Oh, don't you worry, babe, I'm learning not to care.
But right now we got a mess of Miss Tess. How's that? We're down in Studio B, live Studio B sessions brought to you by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. My name's Martin, and Miss Tess is back here. Welcome back.
Thanks. Good to be here.
Great to have you here. And you got Thomas Brian Eaton on the guitar joining you. Great to have the two of you here after having just played in Charlotte last night at the Thirsty Beaver Saloon.
Oh, yeah.
I have only, my only experience with that is the time that Mick Jagger showed up there. The Rolling Stones, I think, had a show in Charlotte or something, and he was photographed there having a beer.
Yeah, he would be one who would know the best bar in Charlotte.
Yeah, you know, his people probably found the place. And is it the best bar?
I think so.
It's up there.
Yeah, it was a good experience. Cool.
Yeah, we've been playing there for a long time.
Okay, cool, cool. And you played there last night, and now it looks like you're kind of on a little tour break, heading back home?
Yeah, we're going to drive home back to Nashville right after this, actually.
All right. Well, we get to extend your live performance tour with this little session here. What do you want to start off with?
Yeah, I think we'll... I got a new album, Share Of. I think we'll do a song off that. It's a song I wrote called Learning Not to Care. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I tried so hard to give you my love. You made me think it was enough. Oh, but don't you worry, babe, I'm learning not to care. I keep thinking it's funny how it seems you're in my thoughts and you're in my dreams. Oh, but don't you worry, babe, I'm learning not to care. Well, it's not like I'd swim across the ocean blue or do anything like that to get a hold of you. Like here I come, honey, ready or not. It's a losing game, but it ain't my fault. Oh, don't you worry, babe, I'm learning not to care. Well, I may never love again. You used me up and I got nothing left. Oh, but don't you worry, babe, I'm learning not to care. I'll get it together, I'll be alright while you just stay here in my mind. Oh, but don't you worry, babe, I'm learning not to care. Not like I'd swim across the ocean blue or do anything like that to get a hold of you. Like here I come, honey, ready or not. It's a losing game, but it ain't my fault. Oh, don't you worry, babe, I'm learning not to care. Across the ocean blue or do anything like that to get a hold of you. Like here I come, honey, ready or not. It's a losing game, but it ain't my fault. Oh, don't you worry, babe, I'm learning not to care.
Learning Not to Care. That is Miss Tess here on WNCW with Thomas Brian Eaton on the electric guitar. When did you write that song?
I think it was a few years ago. I actually wrote that on a. I do a yearly songwriting retreat with some friends based out of Boston, up in Lake Winnipesaukee, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
I think I wrote that up there a few years ago. Yeah.
Cool. I can't help but feel like you were maybe inspired by some of those old classics, doo-wop soul classics. Maybe you're such a musical chameleon to our ears. You just get into all sorts of different styles and genres. One of the things we love about you, and that one just kind of sounds like, you kind of were inspired by some of those old 50s or 60s gems.
Yeah. Everything on the new album is kind of ties into South Louisiana in some regard, and that one in particular, I think, is inspired by maybe Lil Bob and the Lollipops. Do you know that band?
No.
Yeah, there's a whole
one
genre
down.
of Southern Louisiana music called swamp pop that is very 50s and 60s kind of rock and roll and early doo-wop like inspired, but then with a Southern Louisiana flair.
Yes.
And Lil Bob and the Lollipops are a preeminent band in that realm.
Cool. Did they have a hit or two that we might know of?
I don't know if they ever got much out of Southern Louisiana.
Okay.
I mean, they have a really
Which
classic,
is maybe why you haven't heard of them. Yeah.
yeah, they have a classic recording of that song "I Got Loaded."
Okay, I could tell. I
yeah.
could imagine that would
That
be
might
one
have
they
been
could-
one of their hits. I don't know.
Maybe. Okay. Yeah. Well, when we do our annual Mardi Gras celebration, of course, it's a lot of the second line music from New Orleans, and yes, there's the Cajun and the Zydeco, but I love getting into that swamp pop sound as well. It's just so rich down there.
Totally. And just so dancey.
Yeah. Well, this new album, Cher Rev, it is certainly based in that Lafayette and Southern Louisiana sound, but I just love how it's, you got 3 tunes of yours that had been maybe released earlier, 3 new songs, and then 3 covers, Chris Christopherson and others. Did you have a whole bunch of songs that you brought to this, and you selected the 9 that made it, or?
Well, this kind of came about in a funny way. We, originally, somewhere maybe in 2021, like sort of mid-pandemic, we were like, well, Thomas and I often go down to Lafayette for this Black Pot Festival, and we were kind of missing our friends down there, so we went down there we called it not Black Pot, but because the festival was still canceled, but we had planned to go down, and we were like, well, since none of our friends have gigs yet, and there's a bunch of amazing musicians, and our friend Joel Savoy has a great studio in his backyard. We were like, maybe we should do some recording and just see what happens. But then it was my birthday, and we had an outdoor party, and my parents came up, and my dad had COVID at the time and gave COVID to Thomas, so we had to cancel our trip. So, but then, and originally it was just going to be, let's just record like 6 songs. Maybe we can make a fun little EP or something. And then we were sad we had to cancel it. And we thought that it would still be fun to do, so we rescheduled it for the following April of 22, I guess. And so we went down there, and we had a little bit more time to think about it, and it sort of just blossomed into a whole album. But we just recorded 9 songs in 3 days.
Yeah.
So we didn't have any time to do more than that, or money.
Right, yes.
And so it just, we wanted everything. Thomas had an idea to just, since we've been going down there for so long, just to make an album that was really inspired by that region of the country, which is so rich in culture and music. And our friends down there, they're just like, the best, like, younger Cajun musicians and just any kind of music. And it's really incredible that we've been able to, kind of make friends with them. And frankly, I'm honored that they would let us step into the, a little bit into the Cajun tradition and back us up. And,
Sure.
yeah, it's been really great.
Yeah, well, I reckon they're a welcoming community, but also, yes, they also want to preserve, their great traditions, the Acadian traditions.